right, welcome folks to The Wire. Today we're checking out episode 9. Let's get back into The Wire.
2306 to all units on this detail. New 20 is map 44, grid G George 10. That's 44, G George 10. Flood that grid and look for suspect vehicles.
2312, 10-4.
I mean, doing all this without GPS is crazy. Doing all this while just reading a map is wild.
Take me a while. I'm up northeast. You want me to stay on Cheese?
Negative. New 20 is a priority. I think we're on the main stem.
Finally something.
McNulty, it's on. Oh, hell yeah.
Let's see where it goes. Just keeps coming.
Okay, what you got?
Well, we rolled around until Bobby spotted Chris Partlow pulled up on a lot 2 blocks from here. So we sat on him until Marlowe posted. They talked for a minute, then Marlowe bounced. And Chris goes to the warehouse gate alone, and a couple of white boys open up.
He's inside now?
The entrance is around front. From what I could tell, it's the only working gate. Everything else is rusted up.
Who's watching the front?
2 units. They're on foot a block away with a clear view of what comes in or out.
So what do we do if Chris rolls out?
Let him go. Partlow is muscle. He's here to make sure it looks right. And if it does, Monk or someone else will come on down. Cheese too, maybe.
So this is a re-up.
A re-up, son? This here in the middle of nowhere, miles from anywhere these mopes meet, this is resupply. Other than Chris, anybody else that goes in there, if it's a Stanfield lieutenant, he's coming out dirty. You follow him back to town. If he doesn't know you're on him, see where he takes you. If he catches a scent, pull him over, jack him up, and get the dope. Leander, you want to snatch the man's cell before he has a chance to erase anything that might be on it. The case is in the phones, though we're going to need a Title III to take a look at them.
Where you going?
Time to fess up.
Uh-oh.
6 icebox, 20 each. You count, we wait. You no count, we go to lunch early.
Surveillance.
2314 to 2306. Suspect number 3 is in.
You sure it was him?
Been following the damn truck for a week. Should know by now.
Copy that.
I got a problem. I need someone, a veteran reporter, quiet, subtle, discreet, good with details, careful to cover his tracks.
I don't care how far we go back, Gus. No way I'm gonna kill your wife for you.
You know Scott Templeton, city GA?
The guy talking to the homeless killer. Not really. He got hired after I went to London.
It's better to you, no opinions one way or the other. No, I'm not saying anything. I'm not. I just need fresh eyes on the fella. Just a careful look.
One of Whiting's pets, isn't he?
I said discreet, huh?
I hope you're wrong.
Of course you do.
He's not. Yep, Cheese is here.
2314. Monk is westbound onto O'Donnell. Cheese Wagstaff is on the way in. Also, there's a truck leaving, the one we saw back on the loading dock.
That's the empty. They've offloaded. It's all in the warehouse now. Bobby and me will stay on Monk. Karen will follow Cheese out.
You guys stay on the gate.
Sidnor and I developed a source and ran fresh surveillances on Marlowe Stanfield, and we believe we're about to catch his people very dirty.
What?
And we rapped on that Clay Davis thing, and instead of shutting major crimes down, we took a couple of weeks and got back up on Marlowe. With the right warrants, he's about to fall. There's no time, Cedric. In an hour or so, I'm gonna need... Yeah?
Lester.
What's up?
We pulled up Monk dirty as a motherfucker. 8 keys of the raw. No, he Jersey rolled to stop, and when we tried to pull him over, he went brabbing on us. We ran him down on Lafayette by the overpass.
You got the phones, right?
Yeah, man. I got it.
It's down. I need teams to arrest Marlowe Stanfield, Chris Partlow, and Cheese Wagstaff. I also need someone from our SAO to get on the horn to Baltimore County for an S&S warrant on the Middle River warehouse. And oh yeah, Bunk Moreland has a warrant on Partlow for a separate homicide. He held that back so we could do this business here.
Anything else you've neglected to tell me, Detective Freeman?
I think...
That was a gamble, man.
Are you sitting down?
Are you sitting down? Woo!
Come here,
Oh my God. Lester, what a gamble, man. Full of that raw shit. This is fire. That's the clock. He wants to let him know that he knows.
With a street value of almost $16 million,
Jesus.
and charges against high-level traffickers who were going to put this poison on the streets of this city.
Does this mean I still gotta take that charge for y'all?
And while I am told that this investigation is continuing, it is my understanding that there is at least one murder warrant associated with this drug organization, which is believed to have been responsible for many of those bodies found in vacant row houses more than a year ago. We did not give up on that investigation, just as we do not give up trying every day to address ourselves to the task of making this city
Shit, man. I get it. They do shit for optics, but what you mean would not give up on this investigation? Come on. It took McNulty and Lester making up a serial killer to put some life back into this case. And homeboy is over here saying we did not. Brother.
My name was on the street. And we bounce from this shit here, I'm gonna go down in them corners, let them people know word did not get back to me. Let them know Marlo stepped to any motherfucker, Omar, Barksdale, whoever. My name is my name.
I don't see the boy snitching.
Neither do I. But you ready to bet your future on that?
That was a treat. We've never seen Marlo raise his voice before. That was a treat. Interesting. He's always cared about what the streets said about his name. Always. So that makes sense why nobody told him that. Because you don't need to be worrying about that. We see how he gets. Took the life out of the room for everybody right there. Yeah, Omar was calling him a punk out in the streets. Like, he's always hiding, da-da-da. Come on, show your face. Isn't it funny that he's hearing about this when Omar is dead?
So what are you gonna do now? Keep half a district worth of manpower on the street chasing bullshit?
Mm-hmm. Wind down. No more killing, no more disappearances, no more calls. Marlo is in cuffs.
Marlo.
Love it.
This is what you wanted, man.
Why do I feel like shit?
You know why you feel like shit.
It's the journey, not the destination. We got Marlo Stanfield.
What about the serial killer?
Marlo is he. You know, Daniels wanted me up there at that press conference. Up there with all the rest of those preening motherfuckers congratulating themselves on a job well done. Part of the problem, all of them. Yet when the bracelets come out and the dope is on the table...
We still got the surveillance teams. The district still have guys watching the homeless, undercovers dressed as homeless.
That shit'll end. It always does.
Seeing Lester drunk is crazy.
If you ain't gonna celebrate with me, you can at least show for my drunken...
At least he's not driving home.
The United States is giving $15 billion to fight HIV and AIDS around the world. But only $5 goes to Africa with
my boy
of HIV and AIDS. I mean, 10% of the population of the world lives in sub-Saharan Africa, but 70% of the new AIDS cases are there. In Kenya, 1 in 7 people, and that does not even include the people in sub-Saharan.
I tell you, man, that boy's gift of tongue got him really close to stir. Look at him go.
Don't sell yourself short. He's got your way of making it all. Lucky for him, though, he looks like his stepmom.
Oh man, that's amazing. That's amazing seeing him up there, man. He said lucky for him, he looked like his stepmama. Not like your ass, bunny.
Working on bail reviews. Cheese, maybe. On a high surety bond if he wants to put up his mama's house, Monk the same. But with the murder warrant, there is no bail for Chris. And most likely there's no bail for you, as the charging papers portray you at the top of the conspiracy.
How can they say that when I ain't go near no drugs at all?
The full affidavit says they developed a source of information.
Oh, shit.
A source of information who told them that you communicated with each other using photographic transmissions on cell phones. Coded transmission.
Ain't nobody know about the code except me, Chris, Monk, and Cheese. And we all locked up behind this. No one else even have a phone. Not even Snoop. No one set the supply.
Surveillance.
Someone knew and someone told. And now they've got your cell phones and they're going for a Title III.
So he was on our cell phones then?
No, the affidavit says the source told them the date of your resupply, that they followed Monk and others to the warehouse, followed him out, and found the drugs. They're gonna get their Title III, and they're saying that by examining Monk's phone, your phone, and the others, they're gonna prove the conspiracy. You see, they weren't on a wiretap, but now they're using the phones and photographs to link you all together. So, who knew that there was a resupply? Who knew what you all were up to yesterday?
Snoop.
And you trust her? Who else?
Now I see what's going on. They can't, correct me if I'm wrong, but they can't write in the actual report how they found out about everything, right? Because Lester was doing that illegally. So they have to say they got the information somewhere else. This is interesting because it's causing more trouble and confusion in Marlowe's team. But yeah, they can't write how they got onto them because McNulty and Lester did that illegally. So it's just sowing seeds of doubt in there, even though he trusts Snoop and all of them. But it's like, yeah, I can see why it's confusing as hell to Marlowe because everyone who knew about that is behind bars right now, except Snoop. Obviously, he knows Snoop is down with the cause.
Known sex offenders, Southern District. 3 possibles.
You want us to sit down?
A day or 2, yeah. If nothing shows, then we'll move on. Dead and homeless. Jack Street in Brooklyn. Christensen's down there. Was strangled? Sounds like a beating, actually. Red ribbon tied around the wrist actually is more of a burnt sienna, and it was lashed around his... Do I know? Get down there. Jay, this doesn't sound like...
Wasting your time, huh?
Kima, stay on his ass.
What? You know, I always wanted to say how sorry I am how things turn out. There wasn't anything that I could have done with your experiment in the Western District. There wasn't anything that anyone could have done with that.
Yeah, well, I guess, Mr. Mayor, there's nothing to be done.
Naming. Bunny is what my pops would have looked like if my mom was okay with him keeping a beard and a goatee. Pops was clean shaved because my mom did not like beard or goatee. As you can tell, she ain't fucking with mine. Ever since I started growing a beard, my mom has hated it.
No ribbon? Nope. Bite marks? Not that I can see. His ass stinks.
Probably evacuated.
When he left and he came back?
No, he shit himself. It's not my guy. Sorry, Rook. This is all yours.
I'm not looking for any lawyers. I'm following the money.
Follow the lawyers. Levy, Bronfman, Silverstein, Craig. All those guys who take the high-end drug work. They don't just make money off the criminal fees.
Well, how is he?
The lawyers, they the ones who make a path for all that street corner money. They showing all these kingpin motherfuckers how to send it overseas, bring it back, invest the shit. They the ones who these ignorant ghetto motherfuckers always listen to when it comes to cash money. And Levy, man, he got the most grease.
He roots it through who?
Anyone who got a project or a game in need of cash. Developers, people looking to capitalize, elected folk like myself. Shit, there's a lot of people out here need $1 down there.
And the lawyers take their cut.
On both ends. Though I gotta say, he gonna let you rob one of his clients only so much. I mean, once you get a Barksdale or a Joe Stewart on the hook, you wanna go deep on their ass. Levy will let you get a taste, but he won't let you run wild. Because once you get past these lawyers, you can really play the pimp. This one time, I had this fella named Bell hooked up on this Howard Street condo thing. Got it so he wasn't running his shit past the lawyer. Boy, I tell you, we bled that mother.
Lawyers,
Oh, most definitely, detective. Me? Shit. Shit, I'm just small potatoes. Just
What else can you give me, I'll leave you?
nothing other than what I have. I ain't up in his business or nothing. I'm just taking what he throws.
Bullshit. You got something solid, or I'm on my way to the U.S. attorney.
Cut through it.
Levy got someone at the courthouse. Oh, hell yeah. Levy been buying papers now for years and selling them to whoever needs an early look. And don't think there ain't no real money in that.
Prosecutor?
I don't have a name, truly I don't. But it seems to me, you start looking at the people hanging around the grand jury, you'll find them right.
Snitch.
You know, you could buy a round, too.
Favorite character. He's just worming his way through it all.
I'm saying you made a mistake letting McNulty run your people from one case to the other like you did.
Why? What's the big deal?
Their run sheets, office reports. McNulty covered them, right?
So f***ing what? They did police work. They did good f***ing police work, in fact.
You guys, you coach them good, Ellis. You let them know when the IID comes calling that their answer is that they didn't know anything about it, that they did what they were told and they turned in clean run sheets, and they don't know what anyone else sent upstairs for staff review.
Know about what?
Break it to him.
When you spoke up on Colicchio, how did that feel?
Like shit.
You okay with it?
It was a forced move. Tony lost it. He was around the bend.
But are you okay with it?
She's gonna give up McNulty?
I'm a drug addict. Celebrating my anniversary.
Come on now. Come on now.
My people couldn't make it here tonight. I left a trail of fire behind me. Time gonna make it right with them, I guess.
That's right, it will.
The same thing get me right with myself. A couple days ago, I took a walk down in Druid Hill Park, right when the sun was going down. You know how time be like, sun throwing shadows and all. Got me thinking about when I was a young man sitting in that park. You know, watching the girls, smoking on a little herb, drinking a cold beer. I don't know where this is going. I had this moment where, you know, I was wanting to feel that way again. I remember what y'all said, if there is what's to come, call a group member up and talk. First thing, I called Whalen up, him being my sponsor and all. Turns out he's on a ride with his motorcycle club. So I pulled out that sheet that got passed out. Dialed a few numbers, couldn't get an answer. Left a couple of messages, but nobody called me back.
You didn't call me, because I would have got up with you, Reginald. You can believe that.
Well, anyway, I didn't get high. I knew if I did, I wouldn't get that good feeling back that I was daydreaming.
Right, that's right.
Got me thinking about a friend of mine. Boy named Sherrod. Been carrying his passing for a long while. Like that memory I had about those summer days in the park. But thinking on that make me smile. But Sherrod is more of a hurt, but not so bad like it was. Ain't no shame in holding on to grief.
Bubs.
As long as you make room for other things too. Thank you for letting me share.
Man. Man, Bubs, I've said it multiple times, like Bubs gotta be my favorite character arc in this whole show. I was worried in season 2, because season 2, then it was focused on the port and like Bubs did not get almost any screen time, very little. And after his arc in season 1 and how it ended with him waiting on Kima and Kima got shot, and obviously that drove him deeper into the shit. I was worried season 2, man, but Bob's journey throughout, you know, with his friend passing, then Sherrod, and now here, getting closer to his sister, him and his mentor, all the things he's been learning, you know, putting that guilt away and that shame. To see him now with his celebration, yes, his sister didn't come, which is very realistic. Like he said, he burned those bridges, but seeing him being able to address it and you know, share his own name and everything. Man, Bubs, yeah, probably my best character arc in this whole show. They're trying to kill Chris. Oh, they bumping T-Pain.
Where my gun?
And the trap. We get it when we set up.
How y'all even know if Walter behind everybody getting jacked? I mean, ain't y'all ever wonder if he even deserve any of this shit?
Deserve got nothing to do with it. It's his time, that's all.
Something is fishy. Yeah, he knows something ain't right.
Smart. You always was. How you know?
Y'all taught me. Get there early. Why? What'd I do wrong?
Chris locked up behind something he done for you. And you downtown with the police?
I ain't say a word.
Yeah, that's what you say. But it's how you carry yourself. Always apart, always acting wild, when you should be doing what you told. You was never one of us. You never could be.
You look good, girl.
Wow. Wow. Snoop. Man, everybody in Marlo's crew, like, man, it's like if you compare them with Barksdale crew, there's such a massive difference, man. Such a massive difference. And I love it because, you know, with everything Barksdale and Stringer brought to the table, I mean, the next antagonist, like the next big bad had to come with something real, you know? It's kind of like in One Piece, like after Luffy took down Kaido, it's like, yo, Kaido is like the strongest creature in the world. So it's like whatever had to come after Kaido had to be like godly, like, especially with Gear 5. So like taking down Barksdale and Stringer, yeah, the next big bad had to be something wild. And this show fucking delivered, man. With Marlo, with Snoop, Chris, Monk. She said, how my hair look? Like ready to die, not even. I mean, it makes so much sense that someone who has spent her life dishing out pain and murder like that, maybe her knowing that one day her day will come too, give her some kind of peace to kill people like that the way she does, without remorse, without thinking twice. It's like she didn't beg or nothing. She gave him props for like him being different, him not being one of them, that he's smart. He's always been smart. And she said, how I look. It's so I respect it. It's like she's made up her mind that, hey, it's my turn today. She turned around and be like, for some reason, it makes me think of like how Prop Joe got took out too. Like, with Marlo just telling him it's all good, like, look at me. It's like they all have this mindset about death that like to them is not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Good job, Mike. Good job. What now? You have a whole step brother that you gotta look out for. Are you gonna skip town? Or, well, anyone is behind bars in that organization except Snoop. So if they all still behind bars, I think he should be fine. But, and he's right, you guys taught him. Y'all taught him everything you know, because you saw so much potential and now he used it against you. Cold.
Where you been at, Mike? You gotta see this. See, there's a serial killer, but he only be killing other serial killers.
Yo, we about to take a ride.
You ain't got no whip.
Just gather your stuff, both of y'all. Come on, we gotta move quick.
Right, he gotta go.
Come on, let's go!
What that means, all the calls to the newspaper, the photographs of the missing man. We have a wiretap. McNulty has
On a cell phone.
He wouldn't dare.
What's the number?
It's on the paperwork.
It's hard to believe.
Come on.
Where?
Evidence control.
And I just want to say something. Now that we're seeing like the other side of everything McNulty did, obviously I had my own criticisms of where this season was going with all the serial killer thing, but now that we're on the other side of it, and I guess we've seen the benefit but also a lot of downfalls, I think I'm becoming way more okay with it. Because yeah, it was kind of like out of left field, but like that is something McNulty would do, you know what I'm saying? And I think it was also important to show where all those resources that they were clawing to get, like the schools, the police and everything, how they were wasted, you know? Wasted. I mean, they did get Marlo, but how it was wasted. So now that we're on the other side of the whole serial killer stuff, and now we're seeing the very grounded reactions and repercussions of it, it's one of those things where I was, in my head, I'm like, I should have let these writers cook. Because I think at first, kind of like the way the docs in season 2 made people kind of like put a bad taste in people's mouth because people were so used to the street gang stuff. I think initially the whole serial killer stuff kind of like took me out slightly. I mean, I still enjoy every bits of it, but now that I'm on the other side, it's like, I like it a lot, you know, because now that we're on the other side, they've been caught. The story is like developing so well with like the repercussions of everything McNulty and them did. And you know, McNulty is not gonna walk away from this, I'm feeling. I hope all that made sense, that like I should have just let the writers cook. Because now I feel so much better about the whole thing. That don't mean I don't hate everything McNulty did. Or it's good. Like the Wire, you gotta take the good, bad, and the ugly. That's how it represents society and stuff. So just felt I should share that.
Yeah, get that time call. Tell her there's more behind it when she finds the need, right? Make sure she copies some fresh things too. I don't need you going to a new school looking all. Come on now. Man, don't be shedding no tears.
Oh, he did the right thing though. Get him out of danger.
Bring it up front for resale when you're through, would you, sir?
Thanks, Odie. Augie. I'm glad you landed okay.
Beats working.
That's dude from season 1, right? The one who was drinking. Man, seeing where all the boys ended up always hurts, man. Always. And obviously that's why seeing Naaman on that like competition stage just put a big smile on your face, you know, because like Naaman's probably the only one who, the most disruptive one. Boy, he was the one who like got a somewhat happy ending out of all of them. Wow. Seeing their squad fall in what, episode 9? You kidding me? Still got three episodes. 4? Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it to 1 episode today, unfortunately. I got class in like an hour. I gotta go prepare. Thank y'all for watching, man. I'll see you next time.